What is going on, you Photoshop thosauruses? It's Truckmaster here. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this video, this is like this second part of my Photoshop tutorial series, and we're gonna talk about the brush tool. I skip a few in the line here. I'm not gonna like make them chronological order. I'm just gonna make them first in what's called like the importance of it. Actually, I should have actually started with the text tool then, but let's just go ahead with the brush tool, since that is a tool you will be using pretty often, at least in graphic designing. For example, I'm like that graphic design type. I'm not that great with photos, to be honest. I like more like graphic designing, and yeah, graphic design is like making something out of a white sheet of paper and then with all kinds of effects on it. But what you see now is a photo of my corridor, of this corridor of my school, and it is a project I made for the class. Like no, I don't work for it, but it's like it's a little project I made, and it's to show the difference between glasses and no glasses. So I made this, and this uses masks, and I will also explain those. They're pretty handy if you know to use them. Now, first, let's get started with our draw page. It's okay like that. It doesn't really matter what it's called. Now, I repeat myself. That was pretty stupid. Now, yeah. So we do know from previous time, just repeating. We have the move tools, selection tools here. If you want to select a different one, just right click on them or hold right click on them, and then hover over one and then let go, and you will select another one. Now, yeah, you can like do all kinds of things with that. And you also have these tools here, like quick selection tool and magic wand tool and all that good stuff. If you don't know how to use these, then just go back to my previous tutorial. This in my playlist, linked down below. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, actually. So yeah. So before we really get started, this last thing for Windows users out there, I'm using Mac. It's pretty obvious, I guess. And yeah. So every time I say command or I press this key, then that is control on Windows. So just be aware of that. Now let's get started. And so when we select the brush tool first, we can do that with hitting the letter B, or just like clicking on it. But I really do like to work with shortcuts. We will get this here, and here is the upper part of importance. Now, you have to click on this first. So yeah, just click on that, and you will be presented with this little menu here. You can enlarge it if you want to, and you see there come a set of random brushes. So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to talk about it later. Now, so yeah, you will be presented with this. Now, this is obviously the size of the brush, like this, and now it's smaller, and now it's actually too big. It's bigger and smaller and bigger. If you could do that with other things that fast. Okay. Now, then you also have hardness. Now, what that actually is, now is the hardness set to 0%. If I give that a click on my canvas, you will see this here. It's like a little black ball with a fade out of black around it. If I set the hardness to 100%, then you will be presented with a nice circle. So what it actually does, it determines how sharp the edges of this thing are, or yeah, of the sphere are, or thing that you're gonna do. This is better for precision work, and this is if you want to like round off something and make it like go over. That is especially used with masks, as far as I use them. Now, if we do the hardness down to 50%, just for an example, we have like a middle thing between these two, and so on. So, yeah, so pretty handy to know that. Let's just remove everything. We could like press select all, but I'm just gonna do it that way. Oh, we're gonna unlock this later. That would be that smart. That wasn't smart either. Let's just fill everything up. No, like that. Let's just fill every. Okay, let's do it again. Fill it off with white. Kind of a fail there, but oh well. So yeah. So we also have like, so these brushes are like useless in my opinion, because we can like set them to yourself, and it's like varying between hard and soft and hard and soft. But you also have other kind of brushes. Now you have like a weird thing here, but these are yeah, already in Photoshop if you install it, and you can make some pretty funny patterns with that. But you could also make them yourselves, I guess. Though they are there, and I didn't, or I never actually used them, but they are there if you want to use them for anything. So yeah. Now, starting here or here, I don't know exactly. I think here are the custom brushes I have. Now, what these are from the internet. That's the thing you're on right now, watching this video. No, but these are custom brushes from the internet. You can like download them anywhere. A link to these particular brushes will be in the description. I will just like call or say a name, and oh, let's undo that all like that. So link for that will be in the description, and they're pretty nice. I really like them. I use them in a lot of my creations, and you also have like okay, that wasn't what I meant to. Here you have like star brushes. These make really great things. Let me just invert these colors, and if I set my brush to white now, see, these are really great for making like creations, and yeah, obviously, but these are really great. I really love them. Do get yourself a set of random brushes, or custom brushes actually, and what you're gonna do is you want to download them to your computer, and then click on this little wheel here, and then go to load brushes, and then it will open up like a window, and then you have to select them. So make sure you can find them and not place them anywhere. So let's go back to white, because that's what we like. No, but we also have like other tools. We have the pencil tool, and this is particularly used for patterns. Now this is a little bit advanced side of Photoshop. I also still have to discover a little bit. I'm not all new to it, but I'm still not like, I don't use it every day. Let's just say it like that. But what it actually does, it is you can make it bigger. Though it is, as far as I know, I don't really know what the difference is between the pencil tool and the brush tool. But if you want to make like patterns for certain, yeah, it's like, usually if you use this tool, you will create a really simple or really small canvas, then yeah, like draw a few pixels, and then go to layer, and then what is it, new fill layer, and then pattern. And so yeah, it's just a little bit more advanced actually. So yeah, next to the next tool is the color replacement tool. Now I do have to be honest, I never ever worked with this thing before, and to be honest, you gotta look these two up in a different tutorial, but it's really unlikely that you will be using them. And if you're a like professional photographer or something, I don't know if you even came to this video, because you will be probably scared off by my voice right now. Like, what the fuck is this little kid trying to do? So search that on a different tutorial. So there are plenty of them on YouTube. And if there are some of you that think like, you said in your Facebook, if you come from Facebook, you said on your Facebook that you don't need like any kind of lessons, and yeah, I'm not perfect. So yeah, I never had lessons too, by the way. But Yeah, so let's get over to the eraser tool. It's pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to get this in one because like pencil and eraser is kind of it's one in one batch. So let's just make a new layer for. Wow, this isn't what I meant to do. I'm like looking with the ow. Yeah. Apparently my Photoshop is not responding. It's not. It is. Bum, 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 bum. But what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Let's. I don't know what my Photoshop is doing. I'm really sorry. I'll just skip this. So apparently my Photoshop has catched itself again. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, let's make a new layer, and let's like paint something, and then like, oh, we don't want that. Let's get to our eraser tool, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can like erase things, and you can also do the same thing with brushes, like go have it a little bit fade out. So it's really up to you what you want to do, and I feel destructive today, so let's remove all this. Lovely. I just love those cutting of edges because they look really unprofessional, and that's what we like, don't we? No, actually not. Anyways, now the thing is, once you know how to use masks, there's a really slight chance of you using the eraser tool. Now, I usually like if I want to use the eraser tool, it's something I definitely want to get rid of. But if I do precision work, I work with masks. Masks. Why? The simple reason for that is, and now we get to my other picture here, and so what I actually did here is I made like a photograph of my glasses, and then I like yeah did this, and I basically yeah I don't know what it is, but I like duplicated the layer or that photo a few times and then made masks with it. Now let's just get to a white sheet for now, and let's just draw something just like really quick with a little bit of color, little bit of red here. Let's make the hardness a little bit less. Then we're gonna paint a little bit of white. Okay, that wasn't funny. We're gonna paint a little bit of this, and we're just gonna paint. It's actually quite bad. Wait, let's undo that. We're gonna make a new layer yet again. We're gonna paint something like this. This is really quick yet again. And then something blue. Now, we're gonna focus. Let's make that 100%. We're gonna focus. That sounds so weird how I say it. But what I want to do is, with the help of masks, and I screwed up yet again, I want to create, or actually make this year go dive beneath this green U. Let's just call it U. This green U here. Now what I could do is, let me reset my colors. I could use my eraser tool and like erase this. But now I'm like, oh, that's not good there. How do I undo that? Let's undo that and go over it precise yet again. And hachu! Oh shit, I screwed up yet again. So you can like keep going on for a while, and it's really frustrating, and especially with more detailed work, like even photos. Like I said that I prefer like graphic art or something like this, and like, oh, I went a little bit too far with that one. Um, so like in photos, and I actually recently made something that was pretty funny. It was me actually hovering, actually an illusion of that. I'm not gonna show it to you because it has my face in it, and I don't want to show it to you. Um, Like, I know a few people know me, but just to keep it for now. But yeah, with masks, what you have to do to add a mask, it's one. You're gonna click this here, and then you see it got a new like window with it, and it selected that one. So if you had this one, don't paint. If you had this one, it's okay. What you want to do now is select your brush tool, and then make sure you have your fore and background color set to white and black. If you want to set them, just press this little button here. And what you can do now, you can zoom in with the zoom tool, or like with your trackpad if you have one. And now you want to switch up your black color to, yeah, like foreground. So if the foreground color is black, then you're doing it right. Resize your brush and just like paint something. And in the same scenario, I have a pretty strong cold, so I'm gonna go Hachu, and I'm like, oh shit. So what I'm gonna do about that? Let's just refine these edges here, and what you can do now is, that's a good thing of masks. If you press X, so white, and you go over the place where you want to bring it back, it brings back the layer. Isn't that amazing? Whoa! It just brings it back, and if I paint it, no matter. I'm just gonna switch up my colors, and bam! I got it back. It's that spectacular, guys. It's that spectacular. Now, I'm not all too happy with these edges here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring back some of these, yeah, like make this overlap. And now I'm gonna change the hardness to, let's say, 35, or it doesn't really matter. Whoa, voice crack. Now, what I'm gonna do now is go to black yet again, and then click and hold here. And I'm gonna hold here because then I can like precisely say where I'm actually cutting things off. And I can like make it look a little bit better. And I don't know what the heck happened to the blue there. It has like a really weird emboss, or I don't know how you want to call it, to it. It's really weird. Now I'm gonna change the opacity yet again a little bit. So, as I said, Photoshop is just everything about experimenting. Experiment, experiment, experiment. Let's just say it like that. But it's kind of a stop word of me. But I said again. I talked about that in my previous commentary. Was it? Yeah, in my previous commentary. And I said it yet again. God damn it. Now, this is just a little bit precise, but I hope you get the idea. So, black to hide something, black to hide something, and white to bring it back. Now, so yeah, I hope that is pretty self-explanatory. And so what I actually did here, if you want me to make a tutorial of this, just go ahead and post that in the comment section. But if you see, you have these layer masks here, and let's just disable all of them. And you see, I just have a certain area selected. That is because I've just like put a filter and then blur and then Gaussian blur on some of these pictures, and on some of them I did like a yeah, like stronger blur. It's like I have like I can difficultly see things in the far. You could say that. So if you zoom in here, you can see it really has just a little bit more blur. It does have a little bit more blur. It's this one. If you see like the difference a little bit, it's just a little bit more, and it also finds off the edges there a little bit. Now I know that around these here there's like a space, and it's pretty difficult to actually. I could refine that. See, I can refine it like that, but I think I was just too lazy to do that. Um, but yeah, so you can bring back things and you can do it whatever you want. For example, I am here and I want to refine these edges because I don't like it like that. Let's just do it like that. So you see it gets blurry. And I'm like, oh, here, wait, I didn't meant to do this here. Now, with the eraser tool, you would have to undo everything. But with the mask, you can just bring it back at your liking. Now, I know, I think why I did this, because it just looked crappy. But it actually didn't. But oh well, I hope you get the idea. I hope I actually covered everything I wanted to cover in this video, as at least I am sure I did. Next time we're gonna talk about I will see what we're gonna talk about next time. You will see them on my playlist, I hope. And if you enjoyed this video, then I'm glad I could help you. As always, I appreciate a sub. You don't have to do it. I'm like, oh my god, a sub. No, I really am like that. I'm like, yes, welcome. So if you did like it, then I'm glad I could help you. I hope. And if you didn't, then oh well, that's fine. So yeah, I think that concludes it for this tutorial. I just said that before the actual outro. And I hope to see you back in the next Photoshop tutorial. And until then, keep your bones together. And I will see you Photoshopisauruses around. I almost said guys again. Bye.